Not that long ago, my son had firefighters come to visit his school, and they asked each of the kids, do you guys have smoke detectors in every room? If not, make sure your parents have them. And so he came home that day saying, do we have smoke detectors in every room? And I'm thinking, well, we got one, two, we might be missing a few. Funny thing is, the very next week, this package got delivered from Xsense. I've used some of their products before. This is 6 interconnected smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Let's do a quick unboxing. Before we go much further, if you're new here, my name is Jeff, and this is Jeff Reviews for You. I review a whole lot of products. I specialize in reviewing as seen on TV items. Every once in a while, I do a little bit of a DIY just because I like to. If that aligns with something that you're looking for on the internet, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below. That way you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. One more thing, don't forget to check down the description for my social media, Instagram and Twitter. I would love it if you would follow me there too. Now, let's get right back to reviewing these Xsense smoke detector carbon monoxide detectors to see if they're any good. Here's the entire 6-pack of these smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors. I should say that this 6-pack retails for $193. They also have a 3-pack for $99, and you can buy them individually for $36 a piece. Each of these has an internal lithium-ion battery, and the manufacturer says they will last up to 10 years. So if you stay along for 10 years, I'll run a future update to let you know how they're doing. I like the overall design. It's actually sleek looking. If you see this top, this Xsense piece actually pushes, so that must be how you set and program and test the unit. I do like how it has the rounded edges. In order to install these, it also comes with mounting brackets and of course the screws, but you first how to power. So what we're gonna be doing is you slide this in and you turn it. You're gonna listen for a beep. All right, so you notice that I made connection all the way around. Make sure you do that and do not leave any gaps, such as these gaps here. Make sure it's all the way around and connected. After you hear your beep, you're gonna see this thing cycle through colors, red, yellow, green, and all that's doing is booting up the detector itself. Once it's ready, it's not gonna have any color there where it says Xsense. If you purchase this pack, all of these units are already interconnected, but you can expand them up to 24 different units. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to expand on. So I'm just gonna count this one as my main one, and you're gonna hit this top, push it in 4 times, and also you're gonna see this red, this Xsense glow red. Ready? Now what it's doing is it's looking for other devices. So we just hit this one 4 times. Now I'm gonna use the one I wanna interconnect with it 2 times. Ready? Let's do that. So now they're pairing together. You can hear all the beeping and such. So they're officially paired. Now I can move on to the next one and do the exact same thing. It should be noted if you're expanding your kit, you can only pair one at a time, but continue using your original one to pair all the additional ones. All right, so you can test these units, and it's actually recommended to test them on a regular basis. They say weekly, or if you're gone for an extended period of time. So all you're gonna do is hit the test button down to see them test. And they're gonna beep for almost a minute. They're gonna run through these types of beeps. So I have this one Xsense detector sitting right here, and the other 5 are in an adjacent room. I am gonna try to set them off. I have a pot full of paper and cardboard. I will say I do have a fire extinguisher right here. I tried doing this with a candle, it just didn't create enough smoke. Let's now try, burning the paper in a pot. It looks like we have some good smoke coming out. Let me put my smoke detector above it. All right, so it's immediately starting to beep. 3 seconds, let's go check the other ones. Within seconds, they all start going off, detecting the smoke. I just got finished dousing my fire with water, and as you can see, it does not take a whole lot of smoke to set off these smoke detectors, and even though it's the room next door, it's still 30 feet away. They all lit up and set off the alarm. One thing I was disappointed with is there's no install template, right? So I'm the kind of person that when I hang these on my wall or mount them on my wall, I want it to read Xsense. I don't want to install the mounting bracket and have it like turn sideways or not. So here's what I did. I drew a very tiny reference line right here at the top, and that corresponds with the middle, right? I followed that line down until I got to the mounting bracket, and I drew another line here. I'm actually going to continue drawing that line around to the other side because that's what I'm going to see when I install this. So therefore, I can have my line lined up, have that straight, and when I install this, Well, I can read Xsense across the front. Let's go actually install one. There's my mount with the marking on the top. Let's slip in the smoke detector. There you have it. We are installed and level. I wanted to get a decibel reading on how loud the sirens are here from the Xsense smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector. So I have my decibel meter right there. Let's hit the button and test it. As you see there, it gets very high and it is very loud. In this video, we were looking at the Xsense interconnected smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. So what did I think about? Well, first things first, I wasn't sure what to expect by a price, but when I first saw the price point of $193 for 6, I'm like, you know what? That's not so bad. But even during the course of running this video, I saw the price go from $193 all the way up to like $235. So in the end, I think safety is the utmost priority. I like that these were interconnected when I received them and I did not have to actually link them together, although the linking process was pretty easy. I do like additionally that you can expand them, man. If you have a big house and you just want to keep going, you can just keep adding up to 24 units. That's pretty sweet. Did I mention the lithium ion battery that lasts up to 10 years? That is pretty impressive. I like that these things are just plug and play. There's no app needed. You don't have this huge extensive setup process. You really just mount the backing and twist them in and they're ready to go. The coolest part by far is the wireless interconnected feature. You don't have to have them wired up. That is really, really neat. I like that if there's smoke on one side or carbon monoxide leak on one side of the house, it'll alarm all the different units so you know it's time to get out. That to me is pretty cool. In the end, safety is important. So whether you get this particular smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector, or another brand, it's just important to get something in your house to keep you and your family safe. If this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by and I hope you have a great day. Before you pass judgment, no, these are not the only smoke detectors that I had in my house. I actually have mine through my alarm company, and so I do have coverage, but it's important to have extra protection. But I did have these in my house. I have to show you something that was really funny and a little sad. Do you see the date? Well, June 12th is my birthday, but the year 2002. These things are 20 years old. Time to replace them. So what I ended up doing is taking all those first alerts around my house down and replacing them with these Xsense. I should tell you that the top there's actually this sticker where there's an installation date because after 10 years, you're supposed to replace them. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for this entire review where I outlined, installed, and talked about the Xsense interconnected smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector. You know what? Not that long ago, I reviewed another Xsense product and it's their new alarm system. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link that right up here. And I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm going to join you at this review. So go ahead, click it. It's safe. I promise.